This is the story of one Walter Mirth, who had a peculiar disposition from the day of his birth. Outcast from society, rejected and alone, his heart grew bitter, hard like a stone. "Fools," he said as he watched them from afar, "they live their whole lives without knowing who they are." Then, without warning, a thought suddenly came, an idea that consumed every chasm of his brain. "I've got it," he exclaimed. "I'll build my own me and live in peace far away from this foul society." So off to work he went, without a moment's hesitation, planning and building his most marvelous creation. Day after day and week after week, he labored away, not even stopping to sleep, contemplating, calculating, twisting bolts and screws, moments of illumination, moments spent confused. Obsession now consumed every impulse, every breath. It seemed that his creation would be his very death. Then one fine morning, silence suddenly fell, as Walter marveled at his work, as if enchanted under a spell. "It's finished! It's complete! From its head down to its feet, it's the perfect my own me, my most magnificent effigy. Awaken, my creation, and look upon your master, for today is a new day, the beginning of a new chapter." So as time gradually turned, Walter taught him all he knew, from politics and religion to his philosophical point of view. But with the more he learned came knowledge of the unknown. What lay beyond these walls? What mysteries beyond this home? Frustration began to build from the answers he sought, and ideas came to mind of things he shouldn't have thought. "Why won't you let me outside? There's a whole world I need to explore." "But you have everything you need, right here, behind this door. Out there are monsters and beasts, each twisted and cruel. They'll bite you and scratch you, spit, snarl, and drool. That's why we stay inside. We're always safe in here, hidden from the monsters, hidden from the fear." But no matter what Walter said, he could never turn back his mind. His eyes had been opened. He couldn't go back to living blind. So one cold night, as he sat and watched Walter sleep, he had a most sinister idea, one he could never speak. Early the next morning, he was up and making eggs. Walter entered the kitchen, stretching his arms and legs. "Have a seat right over there. I thought I'd rustle us up some brekkie. Relax and drink your OJ. The eggs are almost ready." But behind his cool facade lay hidden a monstrous plan. For the key to his freedom he now held within his hand. Tap, tap went the poison, so casual over the food, and death grew ever closer with every bite that Walter chewed. Each second seemed like an hour, with every mouthful Walter ate, until the final bite was taken from his plate. That's when the poison struck, and Walter keeled over in pain. He fell hard to the floor, with thoughts of murder flooding his brain. "You've kept me prisoner long enough, but no longer am I your slave. You can take your selfish ways and fears with you to the grave. For from this day forth, I live as my own master. Today is a new day, the beginning of a new chapter."